The top 5 highest paying states for registered nurses in the United States as reported by the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics. Number 2 on this list is my favorite one, and I'll tell you why. Let's get into it. The 5 on this list is actually an interesting one, Alaska. So Alaska is one of the highest paying states in the United States for registered nurses. The mean annual salary for registered nurses in Alaska is $109,000 US approximately. Per hour is $52. So Alaska is one of the most beautiful places you can actually work in the United States. However, because of their geographical challenges, such as the remote nature of so many of the places in Alaska, they require the services of skilled registered nurses that can mitigate all these other challenges. So that could be the reason why the wages for registered nurses in Alaska is actually one of the highest in the United States. How about the cost of living? Cost of living is actually higher than the national average. That means that even though you may be earning so well in this state, you may be paying more for so many things like rent and transportation and all of those basic stuff. So if you want to work in Alaska, you will need to factor in the cost of living as well. Number 4 on this list is also a very interesting one, Washington State. Washington State is also a good place for registered nurses to work, considering that it's one of the highest paying states for registered nurses. However, their cost of living is also on the high side in terms of how much you pay for rent, for transportation, and all of those basic stuff. However, the interesting thing with Washington State is that just like we are enjoying here in Texas, there is no income tax, which is really cool. So even though you earn so well, there is no income tax. That means you still have more for you to offset the relatively higher cost of living. The mean annual salary for registered nurses is $111,000 US approximately, and for their hourly range is actually $53 approximately. The 3 on this list is Oregon. I heard about this Oregon from friends, and the reason is because it's a popular destination for travel nurses in the United States, and it's cool to see that they also reward nurses handsomely. So the mean annual salary for registered nurses in Oregon is $113,000 US on the average, and hourly it is $54 per hour, which is really cool. Oregon is celebrated for its progressive healthcare system and emphasizes on quality and innovation. So beyond the paycheck, Oregon focuses on wellness and great outdoor, provides a fulfilling environment for those who love nature and active living. Number 2 and my very favorite one is Hawaii. The reason why I love this particular one is because I've always dreamt of going to Hawaii all my life, even before coming to the United States. So just because of the tourist nature or whatever of the state makes it really, really appealing to me, and the fact that they also reward nurses so well, that actually is good to know. So in Hawaii, it's actually known for its outdoors, for its recreation activities and all of those good stuff. And beyond all of those, their mean annual salary is $119,000 US approximately, and for hourly wage is also $57 or $58 per hour approximately. So Hawaii is also an interesting one. It is actually ranked high for happiness and health. This is really cool. So if you want a state that is ranked for its happiness and health, Hawaii is a place to go. So the number 1 and the leading one on this list, you must have guessed, is California. One interesting thing you need to know about California is even though they pay nurses so well, they also have high employment rates for nurses, which is really cool. And one of my favorite things about California as well is that they have a lot of good schools for nurses. And even though those schools can be on the high side, I just love some of the schools in California. And another thing I love about California is its diverse nature. A lot of people from different cultures can be found in high numbers relatively in California. So you can choose the kind of community you want to live and work in, and you enjoy the place. And their mean annual salary in California is $137,000 US. This is really amazing, and per hour it is $66 per hour approximately. And remember, with all of this, it depends on the skill set, the number of years of experience, and the place you live in. So in California, there are also some cities in California that pay more than the others. So, but on the average, this is what it is. So I already shared my favorites on this list. What is your favorite and which state is actually your best state?